Alrighty guys, so I came across a product that does not have a sales rank. Okay, sometimes this happens and for whatever reason it just goes undetected. It doesn't necessarily mean that an item isn't selling. So in this video, what I want to do is show you why I still bought this item despite the fact there wasn't a sales rank. What you have to do is look at other context clues, most of which are in Keepa. Keep in mind also, if there's no sales rank, that can also deter other potential sellers, which is always a great thing. Less competition means more sales, higher sales price, etc. So what I'm gonna do is take you to my screen. I'm gonna show you the product in Inventory Lab, and then we're gonna go into Keepa and let you know and walk you through my entire thought process, okay? So let's get to that. Okay, so here we are in Inventory Lab. I have the product pulled up and I want you to look where I'm highlighting here. It says rank unavailable in grocery and gourmet food. So this is Inventory Lab. You don't have to have Inventory Lab. It's one of the 3 recommendations I do have for paid subscriptions and tools. I made a video on that. But anyway, this is using Inventory Lab, okay? So now I'm gonna look at it, and the next thing I'm gonna do is go into Keepa, which I've integrated here. I'm gonna click on this K button, okay? But anyway, so here we are in Keepa. So this top chart here where my cursor is, typically what you're used to seeing is a green line that looks like a heart rate monitor, just going up and down, and every time that a sales occurs, the sales rank drops, which is a good thing, meaning it's a faster selling item. But if you'll notice, there's none of that here, confirming that it's not picking up sales rank data, okay? So let me walk you through my train of thought and the order in which I'm checking things out. So first things first, look up here. I'm highlighting next to the stars. By the way, I'm never really too concerned about the product review rating. This is 4.4. As long as it's selling, that's more what I'm concerned about. If something's 1 or 2 stars with a lot of reviews, that might be a red flag, but that's just a general note. So anyway, there's 68 reviews. So that's one context clue telling me that this item is in fact selling, okay? Because the general rule of thumb is that 1 review is left for every 100 times an item sells, sometimes even less. So using those numbers, that would mean 6,800 transactions have happened with this item, okay? So let's move down here again to the top chart. So this pink line, that's the buy box price. That's telling me what it's typically selling for, okay? So I've already factored that into my decision making. That's not really the point of this video, okay? What I'm gonna do is scroll down a little bit here, okay? This is a really telling line. This blue line that I'm on right here at the bottom, what this does is it tells you how many people are selling this product at any given time as new, okay? So right here you'll see at this point in time there was 6 offers. At this point in time there was 5. At this point in time there was 4, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 2, okay? What does that mean? The way that my head works, if it goes from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2, and not necessarily in that order, that's a clear-cut sign that if buyers are if the amount of sellers is dropping, it's dropping typically because they're selling out of their inventory. Most sellers don't constantly pull back their inventory that quickly, okay? So if it dropped from 6 sellers to 1 seller overnight, that might be a red flag. But what this is showing me is that consistently this product is selling because the amount of sellers is decreasing, meaning again that they're selling through their inventory. So that's another context clue. Then here, if you look at this part, November 19th until this mark right here, December 1st, there's a gap with no blue line here in the number of sellers. That means there's literally no sellers, okay? Which tells me that all of the inventory that was available has sold out, further confirming to me that the people are selling through this. Then here, it goes back, people have inventory on December 1st. Here on December 4th, there's 4 sellers. And then quickly on December 6th or 7th, there's no sellers, which tells me that everybody is going through their inventory as soon as it's in stock, okay? That's another thing. Then here, you see this green line? This is a review counter, okay? So this is only a 3-month span right now, so that doesn't paint a great picture. It doesn't look like there's been a tremendous amount of increase in reviews recently. If there was a spike in like 10 reviews over the last 3 months, that's another factor that this is continuously selling. Just keep that in mind. Put that to the side of the table for now. So now what I'm gonna do, I have a general understanding. There's reviews, the amount of sellers is decreasing, telling me that when they have product, it's selling. It goes to a point that there are no sellers, and then as soon as there are sellers that get their product back in stock, the amount of sellers decreases very quickly, meaning that the product is selling quickly. So now what I'm gonna do, because all of this is a 3-month snapshot, I'm gonna click here in the bottom right-hand corner on year. That gives me a year-long snapshot. The more data, the more information. So this paints a much better picture. Look here to the left side of the top chart. All those green lines that I was talking about, very, very constantly up and down, meaning that sales are taking place, all right? Now, for whatever reason, right here at this point, between June and July, Keepa just lost track of the sales rank of this item. That happens sometimes, okay? There's not an exact reason why, but it happens. More importantly, what this does is tell me that when it was tracking the data, it was very healthily moving up and down, and sales were constant basically throughout the year. So that's really good. There's definitely a spike around December and January early in the year. That's because this is a seasonal, wintry grocery item. So that makes complete sense. So that confirms to me that this product definitely sells when it is in stock, only confirming everything that I've already thought. Now we're gonna go back to the bottom. So once again, if you notice, here there's 17 offers. Here there's 13, and then it drops off drastically here to 2. So that means all of these people with that inventory have sold out of it. The product is probably hard to get because it's a seasonal item, and now there's a couple sellers that continuously have a little bit here, a little bit there, and every time it's in stock, it sells out. All right? Going back to that review count, once again, let's look back at a year. The review count here was 33. At the bottom chart here, you can see the green highlight, 33 reviews on this product. That's a year ago. Current date, there's 68. So that means over the last year, about 40 reviews have taken place, telling me that this item is continuously selling. And then another thing, in the bottom right-hand corner under year, there's a tab that says all. This means for every single day that it's been selling on Amazon. So this has been selling on Amazon for 1,861 days. So let's call that over 4 years, okay? 4 to 5 years it's been selling. Another indicator that this item is consistent, okay? It's been around a long time, but I'm also gonna click on that to look at the chart for the entirety of its life. And so again, up here in the top, it paints a picture that this sells really well in the holiday months, and then a little bit in between. And then here, another dip during the holiday months, and then it slows down. Major sales during the holiday months, slows down. Major sales, still sales, but anyway, paints the picture, right? It paints the picture that every holiday for a couple months, the winter seasons, this product sells really well. When it's not the winter seasons, these gaps here, still sells, but not as frequently. But over the entire 5 years, it has consistently sold, okay? So based on all of this information, it is clear to me that this item sells really well this time of year, that it has a history of selling well. Even after the holidays, it sells consistently, and for whatever reason, Keepa has lost track of this. So in a nutshell, because my numbers, my buy price, and the sale price make sense, I'm going to go ahead and literally I have sent in this product and will continue to send it in during the holiday season. If you ever see no sales rank, don't automatically throw something out the window. Go through your list of some of these context clues. I know this seems a little time consuming, but it'll become like second nature. You just go through your charts, right? Really quickly. I'm gonna be making a lot of videos deep diving into Keepa, so you kind of need to understand that a little bit. to fully understand what I'm saying. But if you do, that's what I do, and it's a major, major advantage if you know how to read these properly, because a lot of people would see no sales rank and not even look into it. So I hope that helps paint a picture, guys. Have a great day. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have any questions below, please feel free to put them. We're on Amazon. We're on Instagram. Duke Does Amazon. Have a great day, guys. Take care.